Hello, humans, and welcome to Space Pirates Incorporated's Halloween 2019 Scorpio New Moon Transformative Energy Forecast. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. So, pick a pile of delicious candy, which I'm completely not affiliated with any of the companies. I just love candy, period. We're going to read with the Gummy Bear Tarot today because it seems like really appropriate. But the the concept here behind this pick a pile, or the idea that's going to be transformed to you through information I give you, is how will these energies be affecting you for the coming year or the next cycle of your life, next phase of your life. So pick your treat and we will find out what's changed for you, what's changing for you, what the new phase is, how to approach the coming months. So pick your pile. I'll let you think about it. I won't do any crazy Zelda music this time. And I'll be back to you in a moment. Okay, I hope that was enough time. Because I was going to look up some crazy, scary laugh, but, I don't want to scare anybody to death. So we're going to start with the candy corn, because it's obviously the best. One moment, humans. Candy corn pile starts at 137. I'm eating the candy corn. You guys get the fortunes, I get the treats. 10th house. So we have your destiny, where you're going, your career, your responsibilities, your success, and to become a person of power and status. Gummy Bear Tarot. It's probably the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you know we're all addicted to candy, so. What energies we've brought into the life of the candy corn pile, thanks to the Scorpio new moon and our lovely and most sacred of holidays, Halloween. Oh. I told you that they were adorable. You need to approach your decision with a cool head and a warm heart. Be level-headed. And you should be an intuitive feeling for your solutions. So listen to your gut. But approach with you have to have everything in alignment here to make your decision. If you're too emotional or being completely logical, you're going to go to the wrong place. The Wheel of Fortune, which we have reversed. To creatively accept that which is and that which will be. Worrying, feeling helpless, avoiding challenges, hoping for change yet fearing it, waiting in a fog. You know a solution, but it doesn't solve the problem. We have the Upright Two of Cups. To recognize yourself in others. A female and a male bear toast one another. Between them, snakes are winding around a staff, the symbol of sexuality. Above them is the angel of passion. The bears seem innocent, but that could change. And we have the Knight of Pentacle Bear, reversed. Cleansing willingness for conflict. So, tension, working themselves too hard, attacking others, setting aside legitimate claims, overstepping competency, financial risks, greed for success. Let others make mistakes too. You don't have the time to make all of them yourself. I'm going to pull a card from my not spooky Halloween deck that might have some candy on it, but not like in the drawings. Just to give me a better idea of what the energy is saying here, although it seems like I'm getting a vibe. I feel like you're not going to be willing to put in the work. And it's going to bring you to ruin. And that sucks for that being your energy for the transformative new moon. But maybe you needed to hear it in order to save your destiny. I feel like there's going to be a conflict between work and love. Sometimes you have to choose between... Maybe it's going to be between passion and work. Maybe you don't like your job. But overall, I just get the vibe that you can put in more work and you can spin the wheel, but I just don't see it happening. So maybe you need to watch how being too apathetic can affect your work performance. Don't let being burnt out make you start fucking up. Pardon my language, because this one's not 18 plus. I'll try to bleep that if I can figure out how. And an advice card from Mage the Awakening. Not spooky, but also very cool still. Ooh, interesting. I've been playing the King of Wands reversed a lot lately, so we're going to hit him first. This card reversed indicates a time of restriction when you can't get others to see your point of view. Equally, check that you're not going against your intuition if you feel that you're not following the right path. Drop the self-pressure and be open to alternative routes. Bullying, selfish, and opinionated, the reverse king is as a person is narrow-minded and obsessive about rules. He can be an overbearing manager or a strict parental figure. He does not want to listen to anyone who doesn't agree with him. And full of self-interest, he is determined to get his own way. Do not embody this guy. I think you're going to be presented with the choice to be either the King of Wands reversed or the Queen of Swords. So let's get the Queen of Swords. Okay, so an independent woman, single parents. An astute strategist, the Queen of Swords is single-minded and highly ambitious. Like her sign of Libra, she can quickly assess all aspects of a situation to get the truth, including the underlying psychological motivation for others' attitudes and actions. Adept at numbers, she may be an administrator, IT specialist, researcher, or financial executive. The need for attention to detail relates to her associated sign of Virgo, which is weird because it just said Libra, but whatever. Sword queens also make successful businesswomen or bosses. She has much life experience and may have had hurdles to overcome in her early years. This makes her the strong woman that she is. For all of this, she is still willing to take risks on new experiences and relationships. She does not suffer fools gladly, but if she likes you, she will reward you and trust you. So, if it's representing you in the reading, it's be determined and stand strong. Or be a free spirit, but reversed, I'm going to say just being a miserable spirit. Being stuck in the very Saturn energy. So, you can And I still feel the possibility of the relationship here, or a romantic situation, or just passionate about the job, but either way. You can either be a total jerk, stick to what you think is self-serving to you, like what's going to be best for just you, or you can take a risk and do what's better for the all and act like a respectable, intelligent human being. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of reason for you to make a choice here. I mean, we're obviously going to go with the positive energy. Keep yourself in check. Don't be a total jerk. Don't get stuck in systems that don't work. You have to be able to be a little bit fluid with your actions, especially in the business field. And if you're a manager, sometimes you have to improvise on what is best for the humans in your situation. So that's pile candy corn, and don't be a jerk. Be nice. Be smart. And it won't ruin you. Put the work in, even if it is like, romantic, but maybe you just lost your passion for your job and the people you're helping there. I don't know. You guys know what it is. You guys definitely probably either got a vibe or you didn't. Like, share, subscribe. More specifically, if you watch the entire pile, hit the fucking like button or the don't like button. It's not going to kill you, and that way I know if you like it or not. Onward to the next pile. Well, pile. Candy corn, I forgot. You had a song. I am in no way affiliated with the people who make these songs. I just really like the songs. I hit random on my playlist. Blah, blah, blah. Momentum by Stevie Stone. How can I describe that in a few words? I will just say that's what you need to look up. I will try to figure out how to link it. But it's definitely a good song to, like, approach a employment situation, especially if you're like a manager. So, enjoy. It is not a kid-friendly song. So, yeah. If you're a kid, I don't know what you're watching this for anyway. But if you did, then be prepared for swearing or get your parents' approval or something. Good song. Check it out. Strange Music. Stevie Stone. Momentum. The next pile for the Halloween transformative energy reading is the Crunch Bar. And you get Pluto. So resurrect, get to the heart of do or die. The need to control, an obsession with, and a power struggle. Pluto is also very much the embodiment of transformative energy. Like rebirth. And definitely getting to the heart of matters. So let us get the Gummy Bear Tarot to divine your future. Or the influences of the universe around you. Same thing, kind of. Oh, Gummy Bear Tarot Oracle, please tell us what will happen for the pile of the Crunch Bar for Halloween 2019 and the new moon in Scorpio. My cards are going to hate my guts. Boom. Okay. Seven of Swords, Temperance, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Magician. So an imbalance is created when we're taking something that's not ours. We're not nourishing our manifestation. Oh, card deck that I created myself. Tell us more about the energies for the Crunch Bar pile. I can't help the voices. It's late. Mr. Bugs is my cat and he likes his bed covered in catnip. That's not relevant to your reading. I just want you to know that. Okay. So if you don't risk big, you can't win big. And I feel like this is not nourishing your spiritual guidance. And balance created when we take that which is not ours. Okay. So we feel left out in the cold here. And so you're willing to take a big risk on somebody else's energy because you feel alone and you feel betrayed or abandoned, and then again betrayed, heartbreak, the three of swords. These were supposed to be advice, but I'm gonna have to grab a different card for that because this came out nicely and clearly. We'll grab the Hermetic Tarot, which I was kind of dying to use anyway. So I feel like the energy that's coming into you or for you, or the experience that you're having, is that clearly you're unbalanced. You're not giving your spirit and your ascension path the attention that it deserves because of a heartbreak in the physical world. You know, you're feeling alone, you're feeling left out, and maybe that's after you took a big risk that might not have been with your energy to risk, or you're feeling that way and so you did these things. So what advice can we give to this pile regarding how to bounce back from this type of a thing? I thought the Scorpio new moon was supposed to be like positive vibes, man. The Lord of Shortened Force, or the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups, both reversed. So, give me a moment to locate my book for the Hermetic Tarot. I would like to take this time to tell you that this is one of the most beautiful decks I've ever seen. Just freaking stunning. There's a huge alchemical influence in the imagery, and it's just amazing. So, Eight of Swords. And it's like brand new, so I'm not sure where the different suits are in the book. Okay. Reversed. Treachery, difficulty, disquiet, and accident. Maybe you didn't mean to... Ooh, this is advice, so let's take another look at this. Oh, wait, that was... I apologize. Let's go backwards. That was reversed. So the Eight of Swords. Scratch the last statement. Eight Swords point upward, crossing and touching near the top of the card. Duh. Eight of Swords. The rose reappears darker but intact, except for the two bent wraiths, the upper left and right. That's crazy shit for you guys to understand. Just a second. Okay, now we got it, guys. Excessive force applied to small things, too much attention and detail at the expense of principles and more important points. Malice, pettiness, domineering, great ease in some things, countered by equal disorder in others. Impulsive, equally fond of giving and receiving. Generous, clever, acute, selfish, without strong feelings of affection. So the Ten of Cups reversed is debauchery, pity, quietness, and waste. The Eight of Cups reversed is happiness, festivity, and joy. I don't think I have advice for this deck, or this pile. I think that you guys have to just deal with what you did here, or what was done to you. It seems like actions were taken that were beyond the measure. I guess I know one thing that will help anybody in any situation. Face what happened, face the heartbreak, face why it happened. Sometimes it's hard to get to that point with yourself, but maybe the new moon was supposed to help you transform through this entanglement of lies and personal self-lies, like lying to yourself, and let you release it. Release everything that caused this. Remove it from your life. If you have to make amends somewhere, I mean, you can try, but sometimes you just have to cut the tie of the energy and let yourself heal. You have to accept sometimes that your actions or someone else's actions may not have been right, but in the end, it doesn't make a difference. It's just, if something's poisonous, you move on. I think that for you, the energy of this is let it die and move on. The song I picked for this pile is completely inappropriate, and I'm the reader, so I get to pick if I don't want to use it. Bam, out the window. The energy of that pile is a little heavy, so I'm taking a brief break. We'll be back with more tarot reading piles in just one moment. Intermission time. This is not the kind of creepy music I was hoping for, guys. Oh, fuck you, YouTube. Haha, I didn't mean that. Yeah, no, I love YouTube. You all love YouTube. Okay, fun dip pile. Let us continue. 12th house. Seeking oneness with all there is. Philanthropy. Keep your involvement hidden. Your faith. Hidden tendencies. Large institutions or overwhelming events. 12th house is our energy, or the places where we sacrifice for the world, and also, well, obviously it's like sacrifice or lost time in imprisonment. Yeah. So let's go, gummy bears. Please decipher the future or the energy that is affected the fun dip pile. I told you guys I can't help it, it's late. Between Halloween and the new moon in Scorpio. I hope there are no kids watching this. Great Gummy Bear Tarot. Please tell me what they need to know regarding the 12th house for Halloween 2019. Oh, got one. Please continue your beautiful oracular foresight, great Gummy Bear cards. And one more card, please. Great Gummy Bear cards. Bow, bow, bow. I wish I had like some creepy sound effects that I could find that don't suck. The Star. What you hope for, you will receive. Optimism, the ability to give and take new impulses, a good star shining over new ventures. With the Eight of Pentacles, reverse it. Trying to please everyone is a recipe for disaster. In times of crisis, discover your strength and renewal. And then begs of this, your task is to act in the belief of a higher order. Dependent on praise and compliments, easily hurt, believes in what others tell him. It's also a card that, for me, says not willing to put in the work. But considering the energy of the Scorpio new moon, trying to please everyone is something you should probably be trying to purge. And manifesting during this time of the new moon in Scorpio through Halloween, because the gauntlet's thin, the thinnest it'll ever be all year. It's probably going to be the easiest and best time for you. Now let's see what you're going to be manifesting exactly. 12th house. Giving of the self. Let's just check out what Magician Bear says for himself. The task of Magician Bear. To become more realistic. It's rough, buddy. You can accomplish anything you set out to achieve. Charismatic, persuasive, active, takes control of their own destiny, solves problems playfully, as if by magic. Queen of Wands, reversed. Ooh, the camera phased out there. Looked like maybe just my eyes phasing out. Task of generosity. If you have too many treasures, you have too much to lose. Faking your feelings, need for status, extravagance, domineering, fear of abandonment, emotional blackmail, jealousy, and insecurity. I feel like what you're hoping for is for people to worship you in a way, or to need you, to want you. And you're using trickery or manipulation to keep them almost subservient to you. I think what you need to do is become more aware that everything is poured out of the same energy. Everything comes from the same cup. So if you're looking for someone's praise or looking for someone to need you, you already have it because it's yours. It's yours to need you. It's yours to praise yourself. And if you're trying to control them and hurt them or manipulate them into whatever you want, really you're just manipulating yourself. You're just controlling yourself. You need to purge those habits. You don't need anybody's approval, and no one belongs to you. So let's go ahead and clarify with the deck that we made. I don't mean to mock you, deck that I made. I just like to do voices. They're called the Oracle of Wisdom Tarot. That's me. I'm the Oracle of Wisdom. Or I was. Once when I was a tree. And I still am. Just I go by a different name now. You need to tell the truth about how you feel. And advice. Even though that was kind of advice. Stop wishing for what you expect to happen in the universe and take action to achieve your peace and comfort, or the security, the environment you want for your future. You can't look to other people to find that energy, that wholeness, that beautiful peace. It has to come from within you. So use this energy of our thin gauntlet in Halloween and the new moon in Scorpio to transform your habits and sacrifice or revoke, get rid of, exercise your tendencies to control people emotionally. You need to be more honest about what you need from people and with yourself and with the world. You need to start. If you tell people what you need, you're more likely to get it than if you try to trick them into it. And if you give what you can afford to give, you're more likely to get what other people can afford to give back. So instead of trying to control people, it's time to move on in life and be honest with yourself and be honest with others. Oh. Kyle Fundip, I don't know what happened to your song. I must have thrown it with the candy. I suppose that means the songs were abolished in this reading. Oh, there it is. Okay, excellent. Okay. So. Your song is N9NA, Nina, by Tech9. It's about becoming a hero that teaches other people to save themselves. Thank you for playing. On to the next pile. Welcome, pile M&M fun size. You start at 34.26 or 34.22. Since everyone's crazy about the exactness of the stupid timestamps. I don't remember what it was. Okay, let's hope that's right. M&M fun size. In Aquarius. So. My camera kind of sucks right now. I don't know what the deal is. Whatever. So your vision. What's new and different? Using an unconventional method. And genius to experiment with. The discovery of. Resulting from the eccentricity. Gummy bear cards. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try to stop. Gummy bear cards, please tell us. Oops, they were ready. What do you got, guys? Regarding the thin gauntlet of Halloween and the transformative cleansing energy of the Scorpio new moon. We can't see him. All right, camera, what's your deal? Bam. So we have the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands, both upright. The task of the Five of Wands is to understand winning and losing. Readiness for conflict. The courage to learn from your mistakes, understanding that winning and losing are relative. Balance between activity and relaxation. Uh-oh. Ooh. That was the wrong card. I'm not going to edit it out because there's probably a reason why I read it. So, let us go to the actual right card. Like, share, subscribe if you think I'm competent. Five of Wands. Task to address conflict openly. Courage, strength, conflict. Playful competition, abundance, wit, fun, a fearless, optimistic time. New ideas through brainstorming, successful teamwork, flashes of ideas. Very Aquarian energy. Two of Wands. The task is to make a decision and stand by it. Making decisions with a cool head and a warm heart. Level-headedness, foresight, intuitive feeling for the solution. I believe flashes of genius and intuition are kind of the same. And we have justice reversed. No disrespect, Bear. I think you're awesome. Okay. The task is learn to act with justice. We are self-righteousness invites the arrogance of others. Difficulty finding balance. Hypocrisy, diplomacy instead of truthfulness. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Giving up your principles in the interest of harmony. Which is not okay, guys. And the Queen of Cups. And her task is boundaries and solitude. And we have right side up. You can only see with your heart. Sensitivity and stability and ability to encourage others. Compassion, sage advice, negotiation, deep knowledge, and romance. I feel like we're choosing to avoid conflict and we're sacrificing our own vote. Maybe you need to be willing to make a decision or form your opinion with a cool head. You know, make sure you're making a level-headed decision, a level-hearted decision, and then stand up for it. Otherwise, lies and loss will kind of rule. Don't lie about what you believe, or you lose your ability to give abundance to the world. You lose your ability to provide, give your energy. Aquarius is all about, serving. But if you silence your voice, you're not really serving, are you? You're just following. Move forward. Trust your gut. Trust your heart, your intuition. I get a nurturing vibe. It's very Aquarian, I guess, too. Figure out what your vision is. Believe in it. Even if it's not what society normally views as acceptable, or even if it's not what your group views as acceptable. If it's weird and if it's unusual and new, that's okay. If it seems crazy and eccentric, that's fine. Figure it out. Come to a place with your ideas that you are comfortable standing behind. And once you've developed them to that point, stand behind them. Don't give up your voice for any reason. You have to be willing to go against the system sometimes. No matter what system it is, even if it's your system. If it's starting to fail, you have to, if you see where your failure has manifested, where the system's failing, where nothing's working, and then you've got this beautiful idea to fix it, even though it's not popular or it's not the norm, if you believe in it, you stand behind it. I'm going to go ahead and say, for you, Pile, you know what needs to be done. You know what's right. You know what you need to change or what needs to change in society. And if you have something you believe will help, then present it to the world from your gut, from your intuition, from where you know it's supposed to work. Even if you don't have the right words exactly, bring your heart. Bring that concept. That Aquarius is a lot about heart to me. Like they just want to help people, and they're going to do it their own way, but they do want help. In due time, systems will fall. You might as well make sure that if the system falls, we're rebuilding on something that's from the heart. Yeah, so I guess that's your pile, and good luck, because if it's coming from a place of Aquarius energy, I believe in it's a place that has a valid, helpful, amazing role in this world. Don't swallow your gift to the world. Oh no. Intermission number 2. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Enjoy your intermission. Yo, it's 4:20, guys. So we're going to start this video at 44:04. This pile, I mean. Alright, Jolly Ranchers. I am in no way affiliated with any candy companies, except for that I buy a lot of their candy. I knew this one was going to come out just because I knew. The North Node, which is your direction you're taking in life karmically. Have faith in, do not worry about. Now is the time. There will be success and benefit. Sorry if you guys can't understand me. We return to you gummy bear cards to divine our future for the pile of the Jolly Ranchers. I didn't have any gummy bears in this ring. That is bogus. Alright, little guys. What do we have to tell the North Node pile about the thin gauntlet of Halloween and the Scorpio new moon energy? How it shall change their lives and transform their path. Concentrate on one goal. Not being grounded, getting lost in high-minded ideas, seduced by longing, muddled relationship, strange slip-ups, escaping into ecstasy, to manipulate and be manipulated. Wow. Better to go to hell with interesting people than to go to heaven with bores. Intemperance reversed. To accept yourself and find peace. Where was I when I needed myself the most? Doing much but accomplishing very little. Imbalance, fear of conflict, self-denial. Out of fear. Now we have the Page of Swords. Little bear with a little... Oh, you can't see him. I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot my camera was moved up a little bit. There you go. Now you can enjoy their adorableness. Page of Swords. Admitting your own qualities. People tend to stumble over pebbles, not mountains. Carefree, charming, and ability for concentrated, thoughtful actions. Calm within despite external trouble. Independent thought. Willingness to resolve conflict. Resourceful and agile. Then we have the Three of Swords, which we know is generally heartbreak. Wow. To recognize yourself as the source. To recognize yourself as the source. I'm going to try to speak more clearly, humans. Do what you're afraid of, and fear will die. Openness, deep feelings, the knowledge that the true self cannot be touched, willing to face the truth. I feel like you're distracted from your path because you're afraid of what you know you're going to become or accomplish, and you're using illusionary, lustful activities, not necessarily sex, just feeding passion only for the experience of it, or the sake of itself. So, indulgence is throwing you off balance from your karmic path. You need to just... Oh, well, whatever. You guys can go first. Need to... Let's see. We're going to pull the next card, I guess. Don't be emotional about the situation. Put in hard work to accomplish this goal. Fear is an emotion. So, I feel like you've been working towards this because you know what it is. You know it's your path. You need to dump the escapism. Get on your grind. And get to your wish fulfillment. Sometimes the scariest thing is getting what we want. And that sounds stupid, but it makes perfect sense. So if your karmic path is to get that wish fulfillment, to make an action of love and peace and goodness into the world, I mean, why would we be afraid of that? Are we afraid of being happy? Are we afraid of being whole? Of knowing that you are one with the universe and everything in it? Sometimes. It's not easy to be a spiritual person. It's not easy to be awake. It's much easier to be asleep. So, Don't distract yourself with stupid human pleasures. Let the cycle end. Let that world card revert or flip around through your hard work and effort and research and dumping yourself into your project. And I believe you will find your way. So your message for your Halloween reading here for the new moon transformation energy is stop playing human and get back on your path to saving the world. I think you're guarding your experience, your human experience, but we're not all destined to be here for human stuff. You are supposed to recognize yourself as the source. We are all the source. But you know what that means. Whoever picked this pile, I believe you have a heavy destiny. Mother of the whole world kind of energy, like. And I think that you're avoiding it because it's hard and it sucks. And you're afraid of becoming the deity that you are. But what good is an existence where you're not being who you are and what you're supposed to be? Why be fake? Like, why not embrace the challenge, change the world, and then fulfill your destiny? Old North Noters. Relinquish the things that are distracting you from your path. Or you will have to walk it again. Song for you guys is Stop That. It's a Joy Cool song featuring King ISO. And I kind of think that the message there is stop that. Stop being stupid. Stop being human. Be what you're supposed to be. Get on your grind. And thank you for your work because it looks like you're going to have a huge impact on the ascension process of the universe. This concludes your reading. And the last pile is the Kit Kat minis. I'm not associated with their company. I just buy their candy. The 8th house. A life or death issue. Getting and using power, other people's resources. Personal power, the mysteries of life, and a major change. 8th house is Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I'm not mistaken. Strength. Judgment. Oh, hell, I didn't record the time. They're so damn cute. Okay. So, to confront the animal forces, which is kind of 8th house. All important battles are fought within yourself. Inner strength, self-assuredness, energy, pride, passion, the ability to control dangerous situations. Page of Pentacles reversed. To grow up is the task. Obsessed with the inner child. No real separation from parents. Strange way of handling money. The biggest fish is always the one you didn't catch. False independence, disappointment in relationships after the initial period of enthusiasm. Interesting. Judgment. Dust yourself off and start over. Luck goes with courage. Resurrection, awakening, healing, release from a strenuous period of waiting, blooming after a long drought, joy and success. And then back to the Seven of Swords. Discover the art of enjoying life. If you are at least, or there are at least 3 possibilities in every situation. If you only see one, you're stuck. Humor, independence, finding a way out of a tight spot, full of tricks, the ability to see the lighter side of a situation, always looking for adventure, good in business, and courage. Growing up sucks is one thing I'll say. Sometimes it's hard to confront the reality and the nope, I'm going back to just growing up sucks. Let's see what else I have to say. Eighth house. We had strange use of money from the Page of Pentacles. Seven of Swords is like theft. I think the Page of Fire reverse is withholding information. And that would represent a lie to me. It's the Ace of Air reversed. Digging deep in Scorpio, the house of Scorpio, talking about a lie and having courage and judgment seems valid. But what does it mean for our pile? The transformative energies of the new moon and the thin gauntlet of Halloween. How will this affect their coming year? Those who chose the Kit Kat pile. How funny is that? Same card. Damn. Oh, you can't see the card, sorry guys. There's a little Page of Fire. Death, upright, and Judgment again, but this time it's reversed. So, let me just decipher some things here in my book. Because there's something I'm missing. When the Ace is reversed, the card can predict conflict and argument. You may become involved in a hurtful battle of wills. The card can also predict a contest you cannot win, at least at the present. The message is to withdraw, tend to your wounds, and turn your attention elsewhere. You may also lack confidence in your intellectual ability just now and not feel equal to others, which is your perception, not reality. Another common meaning of the reversed Ace in readings is a decision going against you, such as failing a test or interview in more general terms, not being able to hold your ground against fire from a more dominant personality. Judgment coming up twice. I'm going to pause you guys for just a sec. Okay. I think I got something for you guys. We're dealing with an energy of strength and courage opposing an energy and weighing, your good, smart, helpful choices against your childish, selfish, lying choices or whatever, So I think that you have an issue, maybe legal issue or not, but you have to you have to make the choice in this energy of Halloween in the new moon in Scorpio to sacrifice or let the child, the thinking everything's gonna work out just fine, thinking that you can just, swing by on other people's good graces, die. And let yourself become the agent that handles your ability to live. I mean, 3 root chakra energy, you can't rely on other people to pay for your food, basically, and your shelter. So we have heartbreak. I just pulled 3 of Swords. Smoke and Mirrors. Now is not the time for you to rest and play. Now is the time for you to get on your grind and be real. So I feel like this one was a little bit less clear or less thorough, but if you pick the Kit Kats, you need to stop relying on others, and you need to start making the change to make sure you have what you need and survive. I mean, grow up. Otherwise, it's going to end up bad for you in the end. Maybe legally, maybe you just won't be able to find food one day. But it's time for you to secure your own life in your own hands. I thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day, or night, or year, whichever. But thanks for enjoying the video with me, or not enjoying it. I don't care which one, but